What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video with the Woods with Banger, we are going to be talking about the F1 2025 season as a whole. This is going to be part 1, part 2 will come out soon after this video. Alright, let's start off with Australia, the first race of the 2025 season. Off this masterclass of a race, we had Isaac Hadjar on the exit of turn 2 hitting the barriers and getting his first DNS, which stands for did not start in his first race. And the next victim of the Australian Grand Prix was the home hero, at least that's what Crofty called him, Jack Doohan, as he crashed into the barriers on his first lap. Actually, technically, that was his second race, because in Abu Dhabi, he replaced Esteban Ocon. But yeah, so what happened was just slipped and hit the barriers and had a DNF in his second ever race. Next victim that was on Australia's evil killing list was Carlos Sainz after receiving a mechanical failure at the last corner of lap 2 under the safety car. Not many people knew it was a mechanical failure, but the Crofty and whoever else was interviewing with him said it. Gladly, this wasn't a crash, but on lap 14, Kimi Antonelli was the next rookie to do a mistake, as in the exit of a corner name, I don't know, he gets the wheel dips onto the grass and almost hits the barriers, and as Martin Brundle says, I think it's Martin Brundle, says he's a lucky boy. Which I 100% agree with, because he got very lucky not hitting the barriers. Next up on lap 17, we have Oscar Piastri overtaking Max Verstappen and for second place after Max made a mistake. He locked up his tyres because of the rain and dipped his wheel into the gravel. We have a very interesting one with Fernando Alonso crashing because of gravel on the track, because Oscar Piastri had slipped onto the gravel, which has caused the youngest rookie of the 2025 season to slip and to go right into the barriers. Next up, we have an interesting one where both of the McLarens went off and slowed down, where Lando Norris was fine, but Oscar Piastri had slipped and got stuck and got his wheels stuck into the grass, and it looked like he was going to DNF, but eventually he got the car moving again. The next two victims of the Australian Grand Prix were Liam Lawson and Bortoleto, who had both hit the wall on the same lap. So what happened to Gabriel Bortoleto, as he got his tyre on a little bit on the wet paint on his intermediates where the standing water was, and just hit the barriers, and you can see how his rear suspension broke as well in that crash. And Liam Lawson did the same thing Isaac Hadjar did by getting the getting his tyres on the wet standing water on the road paint. That's not FIA grade approved, because it's a it's a street circuit in Melbourne, which actually not many people know, which is kind of weird, because it should be quite well known. And that's the Australian Grand Prix, where Lando Norris won the race to get a Kickstarter for this championship challenge, with Max Verstappen in second and George Russell in third to finish off the podium, with Kimi Antonelli in fourth, but he had a 5-second time penalty, so Albon finished fourth. But after the race, his 5-second time penalty got removed, and it was reverted to have Norris, Verstappen, Russell, Antonelli, Albon as his top 5. That's the Australian Grand Prix. Now we're on to the Chinese Grand Prix, which had a sprint race. So let's start off with the sprint race. Nothing happened in the sprint except Lando Norris bottling it And
Lewis Hamilton wins for Ferrari for the first time in Formula 1.
And for the Chinese Grand Prix, actually, there was one incident in particular where Charles and I don't know who freaking crashed together, and Charles lost a bit of front wing but decided never to repair it during the race. That's about the only Chinese Grand Prix drama that happened during the race. But the interesting part happened after, where boom, boom, and for the final touches, boom, and Lando just turned into a freaking lawnmower. I mean, look at this.
Between the two rivals for the championship.
Yes, so Lando just completely turned into a lawnmower and started cutting some grass like Valtteri Bottas. Next up, we have the Bahrain Grand Prix, which in 2026 was cancelled along with Saudi Arabia. But we ain't in the 2026 season yet, 2025. So let's go to the only two key moments of the Bahrain Grand Prix. First key moment was Lando Norris forgetting what a grid box was and getting a 5-second penalty because of it. Yuki Tsunoda and Carlos Sainz had a little contact moment at turn 2, so there was a safety car. And that's all you need to know about the Bahrain Grand Prix. So now we move on to the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. So first off, for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, this is the first of two incidents in the race that was actually important. So, first of all, we had this malarkey at the start of the race.
Heading to the apex first, Verstappen trying to hang.
And next up, we had this crash with Pierre Gasly, the one who got disqualified in China, with Yuki Tsunoda. And Oscar Piastri, winning this race, became the championship leader and the first Australian driver to lead the championship since Mark Webber in 2010. After this exciting race finished, we had, I think, a week's break, and then it came to Miami. There wasn't really much exciting bits after lap 1. In fact, there wasn't any. So these were the exciting bits in lap 1. Max pushing Lando off the track while defending aggressively, and Jack and Lawson coming together. Also, this would be Jack's last ever race in Formula 1. As of right now, the 20th of June 2026. Anyway, that is the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.